Good evening. My name is Maureen Power and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. My main objective is to hopefully help you to develop your creativity through stamping. I do have a few announcements tonight. I'm wondering what everybody is drinking to begin with. I've got a really hot cup of tea here. It is so cold. Okay, not my tea. I'm cold. A couple of things I want to update you on. The Last Chance page has been updated, and there are a number of things in there that are on sale, so you might want to look at those. Paper Pumpkin has up to 50% off on some of the refill kits. You have to be a subscriber, and if you're not a subscriber, reach out to me. There is a way I can help you around that. Because free shipping is right now on the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th for every $100 in orders, or $100 or more in orders. And if you don't have 100 yourself, let me know. And a bulk order is going after this video tonight. I was going to send it this afternoon and I never had a chance, so it will be going tonight. The product of the month is the True Blue Florals DSP. It's very lovely. You have to have $100 as well in order to get that. Now, I already have one of those purchased for myself. You can only purchase one as an individual. So if you're interested in that, you will have to purchase $100 yourself to get that for $5. It's regularly $17 and you will get it for $5. Right now, my registrations that are open are the January 12th Craft and Sip at Tim Hortons in Galway. And that is on at 11 o'clock, 11 to 1 on January the 12th. That's a Monday. January the 15th is my games night. Right now, I think we have 18 ladies who will be doing this games night online. If you're interested, reach out to me. It can only be Canadian demonstrators, though, or Canadian customers. Save this date, March 20th to March 22nd. It's a weekend, and that is the retreat weekend. More information will come as I get the costs and everything involved for that. Next week, Wednesday evening, the Facebook Live won't be at 7. It'll be at 8:30, and that is because it's our Creative Crafters Challenge night. This month, we are doing a scrapbook page. We can pick anything we want, any paper we want. We just have to do a scrapbook page. So I'm hoping you'll all join us, and please look at the videos. And if you don't have time to look at all the video, fast forward to the end. At least put in your vote for the product that you like the best. We're having a great bit of fun with this, and we're hoping you are too. So join us next week and see who won the crown for the last one, which was, what did we do on the last one? A Christmas card. Okay, so please join us. Please join in the fun. Watch the videos, even if you just go to the end to see what the product was, and then vote. Put the word vote in the comment on the page of the person, video of the project that you like the best. Okay? So far, I think Sharon has won and I have won. So we'll see now how it goes next week. And I think that's about it for the announcements. I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh, by the way, my newsletter went out again this week. And it goes, I try to get a newsletter out every Tuesday just to keep you up on what's going on. If you're not on my newsletter list, all you have to do is just send me a quick note and say, hey, I want to be on your newsletter list. Here's the email for you to send it to me. So I'm going to take another sip before I start. All right. The card tonight is a Christmas card again. However, I'm thinking this could be just a winter card as well. It doesn't have to be Christmas, although my sentiment is celebrate the season on it. But I think if somebody had a winter birthday or something, you could even use it for that, really. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and then I'm going to show you the materials that I used and how I did the cutting. So just bear with me for a second. stand up for a second so I can get the camera situated. That's a little better. All right. The DSPs that I used for my card front, I used the Silent Snowfall DSP, okay? Cards DSP, I guess, is really what it is. It's just got little snowflakes on it. I hope you can see that there. So I used that for my card front. I used the Peaceful Gardens 12 by 12 glimmer paper, and this is almost, it's a silvery, but it's got a little bit of a green cast to it. So I used that for my card today. And you get two sheets of each. I should show you the colors, I guess. There's Secret Sky, Secret Sea, and there's a blue and the silvery green. Okay. I also used vellum, and we are selling the vellum again, and it comes in 12 by 12, and you get 12 sheets, which is very, very good, and it's the thick, sturdy vellum. And then I used the Elegant Pine Snowflakes, and I basically used it for some of these here. Now, my card base is thick white, and that is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I'm going to burnish that. Then I have a piece of the glitter cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And what I did with that, I cut out of that the different shapes that I needed, okay? So I'm going to go over the shapes. Here's the piece that's cut at 5 by 4, so that's going to get layered on that. The pieces that I cut out, this is one of the dies in that set. So I cut out 3 pieces of those, and then you get 3 of these dies. So I cut out 3 pieces of those. I also cut out, I die cut this snowflake. I used this piece to cut out the vellum, and then I used this piece here to cut out the kind of swirly. You had some that were straight and some that were like a bush, and then there were these swirly ones, so I used that to cut that out. And then I have a piece of white for my sentiment. The color ink I'm using is Real Red. And these are the traditional sparkling sequences. They're very flat, but they're beautiful. So they're what I'm using. And I'm using Celebrate the Season, and it's the most magical time of the year. And of course the dies, I already took out what I used. So let's go ahead and get this card started. So the first thing I'm going to do is my stamping. So Celebrate the Season. I'm just going to put that there. I'll cut it out the way I want it cut after. I just want to get the stamping done. And on the inside, it's the most magical time of the year. Okay, so we got the stamping done. Now, I'm going to try to get this as flat as I can. There's a couple of things now. I'm just going to move all that over there for now. I want to put this down on my card base. So I'm just going to put glue along here and a little bits in here. So hopefully this will work. Yeah, she's working. And vellum, not vellum, glitter sometimes takes a little longer to dry. So what I'm going to do is put this on. I'm going to open it up, I think. And I always like to turn it over and give it a little back rub. But then I want to take this and I want this part here to be up like the embossed side. This is the debossed. So I'm going to put some glue on that and try to get around the edges a little bit. And just put that there. You get a little bit of wiggle room on this. I think I should have cut that a little shorter. Just bear with me, okay? I don't think I have that cut right. So I'm just going to cut off a tiny sliver. Hopefully it'll work. I'll take off that glue. Got that all over my fingers. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. Give it a bit of a back rub again. But I think what I'm going to do while I'm doing the rest of it, I'm going to put the big block on that, okay, just so that it puts a bit of pressure. Okay, now I'll take out all these die pieces because you saw how I use them to cut. And I am just going to put them right back in my casing so I don't lose any pieces. Now again, what we're using is glitter. So, and the inspiration for this card tonight was, I was inspired by a card that Amy Coenders did. And I just changed it up a tiny bit. I used vellum instead, and I used different pieces. I used this piece instead of another one that she used. So I just put a bit of glue on that, and I am going to press it down just so that the leaves are just barely touching. Oops, well, that moved. So bear with me. And I am using my glue mat, silicone mat, for that very reason. And then I'm going to take this one and lay it there as well. And you see, they just barely connect with one another. Okay, so that I'm going to leave to dry a little bit. And then I have 3 of these. So I'm going to do the same thing. It's a little bit of dried up glue. Take that off. I don't usually do white on white cards. I don't know why I don't do them, but this is going to be pretty well white on white and with a little bit of color. I'm probably putting too much, but I think with the glitter, you kind of need to have a fair bit. Okay, so I'm going to put those aside just for a second. And now I have these three. So I'm going to put my vellum down here in the center. And I want to kind of match it up to, I'll take it up and show you. I want to match these up, these little ones here, with this, because that's how it was cut. So, how do I do that? Oh, okay, it's right here. And I'm not worried about the glue kind of squirting out there because I am going to, and when you smudge it with your fingers like that, you hardly even see that the glue is on it. But what I'm going to be doing is put another bit of glue here. Take my tweezers, pick this up, and I want to lay that kind of using those ones. And then this one, put another bit of glue. There's a lot of glue being used tonight, but I'm thinking the glue is probably the best thing. And I'm going to offset these here. Whoops, daisy, come on. Glue on my fingers now, see? Take that off. So let's just put a block on that. And while that's drying a bit, I'm going to cut this down. Okay. And then I just want to cut the edges off a little bit. So there's the season. Now, let's bring this one back. And I want to put a dab of glue right here. And just little bits there. I didn't bother to poke out all the pieces on this because it's pretty well going to be covered. And now I want it to go like this. Very messy with glue. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. That didn't quite work. Turn it over. See all the glue? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a wipe and try to get all this glue off my hands first. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my tear and tape. And I'm just going to take a little bit and put it across here. Another bit and put it across there. I'm not going to peel that, okay? Then I'm going to use my dimensionals. So I have 4 dimensionals put on this. Whoops. What a night I'm having. This dimensional, for some reason, is totally stuck. The covering. I'm going to get another dimensional and get rid of this one. It's not agreeing with me at all. I don't know what I did to. Anybody else fight with their dimensionals from time? No. Okay. Now we're going to bring the card base back in. And we are going to put, this one didn't work out quite as good as my last one, but I'll show you the last one. Then we're going to put dimensionals on this piece here. And finally, we're going to put one of the bigger ones in the center here, and 2 of the little ones here. This one turned out much better. These lined up a little better. My hands got so sticky there that I couldn't get it the way I wanted. But here's the card. Celebrate the season. It's the most magical time of the year. Now you could even go further and take some of these and stamp it on the inside of your card. So I hope you liked that card this evening. I'm going to turn the camera around. So don't forget, there is free shipping on a $100 order. If you don't have a $100 in product, but you do want to place an order, you can let me know and I can add it to my bulk order that's going around. It's going in about a half hour, actually. So reach out to me if there's anything you want added. For the first time in ages, I can see comments. Thanks, Maureen. So I hope you did enjoy that card tonight. That's probably going to be my last Christmas card, maybe, or I might do one more. My scrapbooking is Christmas. That's we're doing on the 17th. So I'm thinking that might be the last one, actually. Because I think Wednesday night is December 24th and New Year's is December 31st. So the next couple then after that is Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So I doubt very much if I'll be on. So this might be the last video besides the Creative Crafters Challenge next Wednesday until the new year. Take care, everyone, and stay safe.